Hey everybody! We all doing good today. We're back. I decided. Let me move myself a little bit. Anyway, I decided we're gonna play an indie game today, and that's gonna be about it. I had a wicked headache, stomach ache, sickness today. I don't know what it was. But I got up in time for streaming, so that's what we're doing. Oh, I won't be streaming Sunday. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I honestly don't know. I don't know. It'll be up to whether I feel like it or not. I think I may need to just take the weekend off because I've been streaming every day since Wednesday. Yeah, because I didn't stream Monday, but I did stream Wednesday. So I've been going 3 days in a row. So I should stop. Didn't make it 4 days in a row. That's bad. Very bad. Okay. Let me make sure the game's working. Okay, let me get started. Let me turn off. Uh-oh. This controller setup? It is. I'm gonna restart from the beginning of the game, because I just want a fresh start. Okay. Ooh. Oh wait, let me turn something off real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay. Everything looks good. Okay. Hi, I'm Duchess. I'm a 22-year-old high school dropout who's a bit of a klutz. Blood type is 0, my star sign is Libra, and some days I wish I didn't save the world. I should probably provide some context for that, huh? See, a few years ago, my best friends and I were fighting the forces of darkness almost every week. We were the Sentinels of Justice, and I was their leader, Princess Sentinel Starlight. We saved humanity more times than I can remember. You could say we were a big deal. Except, we were all still in high school, so we had to keep our identities a secret. After many years of battling constant foes, we finally defeated the evil demon queen, Azarella. Our long war was finally over. And that's the worst part. It was all over. All of it. In a few short months, the Sentinels went our separate ways. We retired magical girlhood, and that's when my life really started to take a turn for the worst. The thing most people don't realize about heroes is how saving the world all the time has its price. My price was terrible grades all throughout school, and in the end, I dropped out entirely. Never applied to college, vocational school, or considered any careers outside of being a magical girl. I didn't have time to think about it. Turns out, saving the world from doom about once a week for 5 years isn't something you can put on your resume. My life peaked at 15, and now? I'm grinding away at a dead-end job at a makeup store to try to make rent. Living in a coastal city like Diamond Cove on minimum wage is a daily struggle. Jeez, this is too real still. But worst of all, I never see my Sentinel squad anymore. Even when we promised to stay together no matter what. Nobody warned me that maintaining friendships as an adult is more challenging than any supervillain. What kind of happy ending is this? My life's a joke. I'm broke. My life's a DOA. In a week and a half it'll be New Year's, and everyone's all excited or terrified for the year 2000 and the new millennium. I don't even know what I want to do tomorrow, let alone the rest of my life. At least I still have one friend from those old days. Duchess, you seem kinda down today. What's the matter? Oh yeah, I should probably explain. I have one remaining friend from those days. My cat. He talks and comes from outer space. I may need to explain the details another time. Oh, it's nothing. Come to think of it, you've been down a lot lately. Not befitting behavior of a world-saving alien princess. Is there anything I can help with? I've been so bored lately, I could do with some dastardly villain opening up a gym or something, and then I go kick their ass. Wonder if any villains we defeated are still around. I wonder what they're up to now. Maybe they're struggling to make rent. Maybe they work in pizza delivery or something. Hey, we should order some pizza. Maybe the bad guys set up an evil pizza delivery to drain life energy from humans. Duchess, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your rent is due tomorrow. Jesus! Toast it is. Well, I would have toast if my goddamn roommate would buy groceries once in a while. Looks like I'll need to skip breakfast again. I'm nuts. I'm gonna be late for work. I better bust out the rollerblades and get hustling. My manager said today is going to be a really extra super important, so I wonder what it could be. Ah, Glare-Pop, one of the last stores still opening in this dying mall. But inside you wouldn't know it. It's wall-to-wall cosmetics and hair products, beautifully arranged. The corporation is doing so well, they may knock down the wall into the next store and expand there too. It's not exciting job, but it pays the bills for now. Well, sort of. You think that if they could expand the store, they could raise our wages a little. But at least I made a friend here, which makes it more bearable. Lise is my coworker, but it's more accurate to say she's my work wife. Even if the week is a total crapshoot, at least somebody has my back. She's my first real friend who isn't also a magical girl. She knows nothing about my past. It's sort of refreshing. Lise is funny, passionate about the environment, when I need her, and is steady, basically my rock. She's also hiding behind the counter, hyperventilating. Why are there so many people here? It's not that many. Okay, wait, it kind of is a lot. I have to break out the mouse sometimes. There's a Bidoof in chat if anybody needs that. I'm just gonna play with the mouse. But y'all can pretend I'm playing with a controller. You got this. Remember what we say when things get tough. I'm tough like spider silk. And they're the strongest thing ever. Arguably, the shell of a tortoise could be considered stronger if you take into account the... Please, concentrate. Isn't something happening today? Alright. Please, today's the start of our promotion for that super special makeup line our manager has been bugging us about. They're bringing a celebrity guest, remember? Gidget the Taco Chihuahua? No, a human celebrity. Apparently some big shot from corporate's here to introduce us to the line. Better get ready. This is the first for us. Usually they don't care about us retail plebs. The celebrity guest. I wonder who it would be. Hey, you two, get your act together. Our guests are coming here. I turn around and spot two women walking side by side through the store's front doors. But it's clearly Glamour Pop's headquarters from Glamour Pop's headquarters. She's carrying a large briefcase and her eyes narrow when she sees us. Something about her is kind of familiar, and then it clicks. I've seen her in Forbes, that fancy business magazine that props up successful rich people. Her name is Anna Lee, the woman who rapidly climbed the ranks of Glamour Pop and turned it into a makeup empire. The way she's a business genius, but she's ruthless too, a nightmare to handle. My manager is putting his best customer service smile for her. I bet he's scared straight. As for the woman next to her, I see a flash of pink as a woman decked out in elegant cream color idol attire trots by Annalie's side. Everyone knows her as Ara, but I knew her as Boyoung Kim, our second in command, Lieutenant Sentinel Aura. We've had our ups and downs. She's caring but opinionated and hot-headed. Back then we were close, but we argued a lot. After the final battle, we kept in touch for a few months, but that faded out. I haven't talked to her in years. Then she entered the music industry and became a pop idol, and now she's popular since debut. I would have been happy for her, but we were supposed to keep our identities a secret, and when she debuted, she revealed herself as Sentinel Aurora to the world. It's obviously a marketing tactic, but her fans ate it up. I'm disappointed in her. I never thought she would use her identity to try and gain fame. I bet she's changed even more now. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she pretended not to recognize me. As Ara glances over the crowd, she locks eyes with me immediately. She's coming over here? Duchess? What are you doing here? Actually, I work here now. Oh. Ara fiddles with her necklace, which I recognize as her sentinel ring. We each have one. It's the source of all our magical girl powers. She still wears it after all these years, huh? The silence hangs in the air, and the atmosphere is awkward. It's been so long, I'm not sure what to say. Nice to see you again, Boyoung. You can call me Ara now. It's my stage name, but I prefer it to my real name. Okay, got it. No problem. So what have you been up to lately? I haven't heard from you in ages. Well, nice you reunited with your, friend. Why don't we get down to business? Everyone is sitting, waiting for us after all. Alright, sorry, I'm ready when you are. Annalie claps her hands and everybody in the store stands at attention. Glamorpop is proud to announce the greatest, most ambitious launch in our country's company's history. Annalie lays down a briefcase on one of the empty tables. She opens it to reveal a trove of plastic sample bags full of packaged makeup. Before I could see, everything is cute and colorful, the star and ring motifs, just what I like. The color coding reminds me a lot of the Sentinels, actually. We're doing our first ever magical girl-themed makeup release using the iconic imagery of Diamond Cove's very own Super Sentinels. What? Annalie continues explaining the specifics of this so-called collaboration while my mind reels. I shoot Ara a pointed look. How could she have let this happen? First she uses the Sentinels to pave her way to fame, and now she's allowing our image to be used for marketing makeup products? As a former member of the Sentinels, I'm so excited to share our history with the Glamorpop customers. Please support the new line. You must be joking. This is some crazy dream that I have to wake up from. I pinch myself. Nope, this is happening. Ara, this is such an interesting concept. One that I would have loved to hear about ahead of time. You know, you could have called to tell me about how you were selling the image of your group. Oh, don't be silly, Duchess. That'd be breaking my NDA. She gives me a half smile, half grimace while blinking rapidly from me to Annalie. These seems to pick up on my discomfort. I'm magical girls, though. They say they're always saving the Earth, but when I see them fight, it's just magical people fighting magical villains. Then nature and regular people pay the price for their collateral damage. Can't they use their powers for more pressing issues? Or better yet, couldn't we have heroes that aren't moon charged, but are just regular people doing the hard work of really saving the Earth? Deflect. What if we had gotten Sarah Lee Gellar as a celebrity? Wouldn't Buffy makeup line be awesome? Willow is so cool. Ara looks baffled by the conversation. Moral opinions on magical girls aside. I lean into Ara, whisper distance. Ara, you really don't think I would have approved of something like this, would you? I suppose not, considering you're not in charge of it for once. Dimly, I get a sense of that I'm getting glared at, not just from my manager. Turn my attention back to Annalie, as Ara glides back over to her side. Tab. Regardless of your personal feelings, the reason we're here to offer our prospective customers free samples of Sentimentality line. The employees, of course, get first pick. Perhaps that'll change your mind. We start to open up the samples Annalie presented us with. Admittedly, the formula for this line seems solid. The eyeshadow glides over my eyelids, and the lipstick's creamy base feels great to apply. I take the chance to glance over at Lise, and I can't help but crack a smile. Lise, are you trying your makeup way again? You know it. Goodness gracious, what on earth are you doing to your face? Did you know that flamingos use an oil secreted from their butts to keep their pink feathers from fading in the sun? Like rouge. This pic reminds me of that. How ridiculous. I thought you trained these girls. We do. This hire has unique tastes. I bet she's unique. I always look forward to her next look. The way she does eyeliner is truly to the future. It's not even near her eyes. I like to make pretty leaves on my cheeks, like I'm hiking in the jungle. Well, that's certainly a demonstration of our makeup. Count on my weirdo Lise to brighten up a bad situation. A demonstration on what not to do. Our manager looks like he's about to pass out. Did I do it wrong? I'm so sorry. This is such a special occasion, and she was very excited to try on everything. Are you an idiot? What do I pay your salary for? Image is power. This is not the Glamorpop image. She's so scary and pretty. Liz looks like she might faint or develop an unhealthy fixation. What if she gets fired? I should do something. It's not like the Sentinels to be so rude. Instead of anger, Annalie puts on a wicked smile. Quite a bold little thing, are you? I like that. Annalie's face is pretty intense. I guess the strange girl can stay. But Annalie turns to the manager. But you're fired. What? I must get to my next meeting. Ara, come along. Other stores are expecting us after all. Expect shipments of some sample packages inside. We'll be delivering to our customers over the next couple of days. The manager opens the door for Annalie and Ara as they walk out. He looks utterly defeated. Arlie glances back at me one last moment. I give her a look as to say, we'll talk about this later. Liz nudges me. My life flashed before my eyes. Thank you for your help back there. Anytime. That Annalie sure is a firecracker. The day just got started, but I feel like I just got off a roller coaster. Let's see. Then I see Alistair crawling around the corner. What does he want now? A kitty! Wait, too late. Liz is showering Alistair with pets. He seems to accept them, so I wait a moment. A long moment. Liz, could you watch the register? Oh my gosh, I forgot about my job! Alistair, what are you doing here? I don't think seeing Ara on Today of All Days was an accident. Oh, he saw Ara walk out. Something of fate is in the air. Duchess, you should call the others, nya? Really? I don't think they'd want to hear from me. You can't ignore my magical cat senses. They are never wrong. Can your magical cat senses mend years of tense silence and resentment? Oh, don't be so dramatic. I'm not going to call them. To be honest, I don't even have their numbers. It's not that... It's that, or you find a hairball on your pillow later. Gather the Sentinels. Fine. Been a long time. I don't even know where to start finding the Sentinels again. Whoop, that's too loud. Jackie. Yeah, Jackie doesn't scream and run away at the sight of me. I think I'll drop in on the gym where she trains. Hopefully she's there. I'm just going to appease Alistair, then it's back to regular old boring life. After making it home, I feed Alistair an early dinner and touch up my makeup before heading out. If I'm to find Jackie, the best place to start would be the Golden Cove Gym. Jackie practically lived there back when we were still in high school. I'm hoping that's still the case. I take the path I know best, through Golden Cove Park, and expect to be tied up with anxious feelings of doubt. But instead, something about the walk there begins stirring up old memories. Even though there were quite a few changes, the path remained largely the same, and I feel an odd comfort in that. Would Jackie be the same? Of course she would. What am I thinking? Even in the earliest days before she ever had her sentinel ring, she fought tooth and nail to become the woman she always knew she was. That never changed, even when her opponent was her own family. She had always known what she wanted out of life, and we respected her for being so grounded. Although there were definitely times she was more spaced out than me. Still, she was always there for us when we needed her the most. All the more reason why I feel terrible looking back and seeing how little I've kept up with her. She never failed to call for holidays or my birthday. Despite that, I even lost her number. Man, why am I so bad at this? I really need one of those new phones with caller ID. Not that I can afford a new phone anytime soon. That's me. Well, while weighing the options of a Nokia versus a flip phone, I arrive at the gym in no time. The Golden Cove Glove is still open, and it's nearly vacant save for two people. In the center of the ring, I spot Jackie wearing mitts and catching punches from a little girl I haven't seen before. After you break my guard, I want you to land 2 body shots on me as hard as you can. After that, I'm going to swing, and I need you to roll and repeat the pattern. Got me this time, coach! I'm ready! Then show me. Let's go! This new girl starts throwing a flurry of punches that Jackie catches in her mitts. Every so often, she lets a few slip by her, allowing Leah to hit her in the same spots. Becky isn't quite standing there and taking it either. Every so often, she quickly swipes her mitt near Leah's head to push, and each time Leah smoothly ducks and rolls out of the way. That's it. That's how you do it. Keep your head moving and the pressure on. An opponent will get desperate, making it easy for you to pry open their guard. Coach Martinez, you said this would help me against taller people because it's supposed to lower their chin. How come yours isn't lowering? You'll have to hit harder if you want me to lower my chin. It's important that we build your confidence. You're young. Strength will come later. I feel pretty confident if I knew I could knock someone down in one hit. I bet you could. But you have to trust me on this one. Technique makes a better foundation for confidence than strength ever would. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure this might bruise in the morning. Leah doesn't take long to bask in the praise before she notices and points at me with her glove. Coach Martinez, there's a weirdo watching us. Weirdo? Huh? Jackie's surprised when she turns to see me awkwardly standing at the foot of the ring. She must have been really focused if she didn't notice me till now. Oh, that's one of my weirdos. There's a Duosion in chat if anybody needs that. Oh, wait, we got a ad starting soon. Well, I'll still play for a second. Hey! Hello yourself, stranger. What are you doing here? What? Can't I visit my friend? Friends usually call ahead. You caught me all gross and sweaty. Well, you see... You forgot my number, didn't you? I'm sorry! Who's the weirdo, coach? Again with the weirdo? Alright, Leah, this is Duchess. Duchess is an old friend of mine back from when we were in high school. Leah stares intently, as if she's trying to pulse me out. An old friend? Weird hair? Starlight? Huh? Leah! I knew it, I'm right. Jackie, what the hell? Whoa, hold on, I didn't tell her anything. Alright, there's an ad. I'm gonna wait for a second. Alright, welcome back everybody. I'm very smart. My daddy says so. I already knew Coach Martinez was Soul. Jackie, why? It wasn't on purpose. You might not recognize her since it was a while ago, but Leia was someone I rescued back when we were saving the world. It was so cool. You were fighting monsters on a bridge, and they were going whack, wham, pow. It was so crazy. One of the monsters hit the car that Daddy and I were in, and it went boom over the side. Daddy bumped his head, but I didn't. I wore my seatbelt. Oh, but we were sinking. And then we stopped sinking because we were in a giant bubble, and then bang, the coach came in and busted our window and dragged us out. Wait a minute, can we please go back to the part where your brother bumped his head while falling off a bridge? Is he alive? Huh? Oh, Daddy's way too tough to die, silly. He just went to sleep for a bit. Jackie rolls her eyes and sighs. But apparently her father knew my Tio, and when out of sheer confidence, she joined our gym about the same year we had our breakup. She, never seemed to forget my face, I guess. Leah gasped. You dated Starlight? That, Leah, the team! I'm talking about when the team disbanded. Oh, I get it. That makes more sense. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, hold on. I was there dealing with the monster, and I was nowhere near you. How'd you figure out who I am? Oh, that's easy. Coach has no social life, so you had to be one of them. Leah! It's true though, you're either hanging out with that biker girlfriend of yours or going to concerts for that Ara lady. Ara? Really? I'm just supporting her. I mean, she's a friend that I want to be loving and supporting with. No, just... Jackie pinches the bridge of her nose and breathes in deeply to calm herself. Somehow this takes me back to the Dark Moon Sirens all over again. They were evil seductresses with singing powers, and Jackie fell under their spell worse than anyone. This is a little different. Ara wouldn't use the same magic on her friend, right? Okay, redo. I just want to be supportive of my friend who I happen to love their music. Okay? Becky claps her hands suddenly. Gee, would you look at the time? Leah, how about you finish the day off by doing some jump rope before your father gets here? What? Hop to it. Leah nearly trips over herself as she runs off without question. She can be a handful, but she's got a good heart. So what about you, Fearless Leader? What have you been up to? Surviving? I work at a makeup store now. And I'm trying not to drown from the rent while I figure out what I want to do with my life. Makeup store, huh? That suits you. Good for you. Huh? You making fun of me? It's a retail nightmare. You were always big on makeup, so it's nice that you get to work on something that suits one of your interests while you figure things out, right? It's nice to know we have something in common now. What do you mean? Ha, don't worry about it. It's nothing. Are you... You know, that kid packs a punch more than I give her credit for. Say, how about we have one of those good old Starlight patch-ups? I sigh to myself, knowing that I'm not going to pull more out of Jackie once she gets evasive. I look around to see if anyone else in the gym is there, to see that we're alone. I nod my head. Alright, show me where it hurts. Mostly the sides, here and here. I lower myself down to get a good look and place my hand where she guides me. Jackie's breath hitches when she feels the touch. I forgot about this part. Used to tickle. I don't know how you could forget. I used to heal you more than anyone else on the team. Yeah, that's what happens when your confidence leads with strength and not technique. I see. I could make out the damage Jackie was referring to. It was subtle and still fresh, but I played the role of healer a lot. Now this takes me back. Noticing when something was off was natural. After I had enough experience, I wonder what went wrong. Not that I don't appreciate your attention, but are you going to start soon, or... Ah! I snapped a little out of my daydream and noticed my magic was acting up. There was supposed to be bright light coming from my fingertips. That's not supposed to happen. What's wrong, Duchess? My light is dim. It's supposed to be way brighter than this. What? Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious, look. I'm straining my magic some more, but the light never glows any brighter. That is weird. Is it helping at least? Do you feel anything? Kinda. It's a little tingly. Maybe my tickle tolerance has gone up. Alistair warned me something strange was going on. This must be it. Jackie, have you had any issues with your magic? I haven't touched this in ages, Duchess. Mine's a little dangerous to be throwing around in retirement, especially if your healing isn't working too well. I really don't want to bust open another punching bag for this. Those are pricey. You know, mine is kind of fickle anyways. You're better off asking everyone else. Besides, if the little dude says that there's something up, he's usually right. I'm trying my best to hold back a groan. I knew I had an "I told you so" waiting for me when I got home. More than that, it was now that I pictured meeting up with everyone else again. Fine, I guess I have some phone numbers to call. Do you think maybe you could... Missing their numbers too? Yeah. Don't worry about it, I got you. Jackie runs across the gym and pops open a door leading to an office. I can hear her scrambling for a few things here and there, but soon enough she comes out with a piece of paper and hands it to me. Here, this should be all our numbers. Once Leah picks up, I'll be good to go. Just give me a call when you figure out when and where. But for now, I gotta get back to her training. We've got time. We've got time. Ditch the rope, Leah. Let's take it back to the bag. Same routine as earlier. Show me how you're going to be champ. Yes, coach! Leah straightens out, tightening her footwork. She releases a barrage of punches to the training bag. Right, thank you, Jackie. I guess I should head out then. Hopefully I'll see you soon. After saying my goodbyes, I take one last look at the gym and wave to Leah before I leave. I text the former Sentinels to meet me at the park. I scope out a place that's empty so we won't be overheard. Magical Girl 101, keep your identities an intel secret. Too bad our old hideout was destroyed when Solaire lured the treacherous tango dancers right to us, used the wrong card from his magical deck, and blew the whole place up. Solaire, I hope you never meet him. Ever. Ever, ever. I'm serious. Ugh. Anyway, did you send the message out, right? Pages have been sent all around. I wonder what Ara will be wearing today. Not this again. Mercifully, everyone has arrived before I hear another rhyming ode to Ara. Looks like Ara and Jackie are here first. I caught her on the way. She's hard to miss. I'll take that as a compliment. Miranda, aka Sentinel Nova, arrives next. She still has that glow about her. Her specialty was creating things out of stardust and then exploding them. She never was the most talkative person of the group, but she always pulled more than her weight. Hey everyone! Long time no see! Miranda nods awkwardly, but it's kind of partly my fault for not seeing her. Best not to shine too bright a light on that. Jackie and Miranda share a brief but friendly wave. Those two were never super close. Ara bounces forward to her. Miranda, how's work going? Oh, where do you work now? You don't know? Typical. You didn't know where I worked until this morning. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say that's my fault. Come on, you two. I'm working at a woodshop these days. It's good. I really wanted to put our magic days behind us, so I was surprised when you called. Hard thinking back to those times. I'd love to see what you're working on. Miranda blushes suddenly. Oh, well, visit me at the woodshop anytime. I can show you something I've been working on in my spare time. That sounds great. Almost everyone, but there's still someone missing. Sentinel Peregrine, our awkward little bubble girl, but it's not her to be late. Does anyone know if KJ got the memo? She probably won't come. They hate all of us now. They? Oh, I guess you haven't seen them in a few years, you wouldn't know. KJ realized they're not a girl about 2 years ago. They don't want to be called a girl or she, just show them the same respect that you've shown me. Okay, I'll try to remember. So, they're still going by KJ then? Yeah. Well, they're still our shy little Peregrine. I'll accept them no matter. Someone pulls up on a motorbike. Weird. I don't know what someone would be doing here at this hour. The stranger dismounts and walks toward the group. They remove their helmet. Oh my god. Hey there, handsome. KJ? Hey, princess, it's been a while. Sorry I'm late. I'm trying to keep my composure over how different KJ is compared to when they were in high school. Wait, are those tattoos? Never mind, composure lost. Are you feeling okay? You look a little out of it. You look amazing. Aw, thanks, princess. Yeah, after the Sentinels split up, I was left figuring out what I wanted to do with my life. Turns out the bigger question was not what I wanted to do, but who I wanted to be. I kind of always wanted tattoos, and to dress like this. Even back in the old days, I was just too chicken. Anyways, I don't think we've all come here to hear my life story. I take it there's a problem. Alistair has been behaving really strangely during this conversation. He must be really anxious. Go on then, tell them. Has anyone noticed their magic failing? I haven't tried using my magic lately, but I have been feeling more exhausted than usual. That might be because of my new schedule. I've been a lot busier since I started working on the sentimentality line. The what? Let someone fill you in on that later. Anyone else? Anyone else tried using their magic lately? No, but... Miranda sighs and holds her palms upwards. Specks of dust begin to stream from her fingertips, materializing out of thin air. They swirl around her with ethereal glimmer before disappearing into tiny, controlled explosions. Seems fine. I would check, but I don't want to hurt anyone before... I don't want to hurt anyone here occasionally. Accidentally. Wow. There's a lot of trees around here. Fire hazard. So I guess it's just me then. I mean, I can test it now, but do you want me to? I'd have to do it. I'd have to do it to you. I'd have to do it to one of you. You can do anything you want to me, Ara. I don't want to hurt you. Angelically and beautifully and cares about her friends. Oh, how I've missed you. Alistair, first off, it's been years. Second off, you're a cat. It's never going to work. Don't speak on my behalf. I missed you too, kitty. Just because you're single and lonely doesn't mean you have to project onto me. Wow. Funny. Oh, I really missed you. Anyway, Ara, use your attack magic on me. I can take it. Didn't you just literally say your healing powers aren't working? Oh, right. I can still take it, but go easy. Unless you don't want to use the charming attack on me. No. Cover your ears. I know you're sensitive. I know you have sensitive hearing. Wait, what? My hearing is perfectly normal. I have to be babied. Miranda gets cut out because Ara lets out a screeching high note. Quietly, but not so quiet that it doesn't send a shockwave of pain through my skull. Ow, 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 ow. I said go easy on me. When I look back over at her, Ara is staring at me like I'm a ghost. I did. I should have knocked you out if you were defending. You weren't. It still barely did anything. Oh, I was supposed to be doing something? Nobody gave me the usual order to defend somebody while they did something stupid. Knock me out? That's not going easy. Why are you always trying to tell me what to do? It would have been for a few seconds. I can handle a little noise. That's still foul play, even if it didn't work out. No one is letting me talk. Girl, let's stay on track here. Not a girl. Listening to this squabble is giving me a hairball. Please, let's not have it come to that. Although it's better than have him fucking one up at home. The point is, something is deeply wrong with magic. And if we keep fighting amongst each other, we'll never get to the bottom of this. The group looks around each other unsure. Alistair's right. Can we really work together? When some of us have changed so much? And some of us haven't? I look at Ara. She raises her eyebrow back at me as if to ask, what? Could this be a fluke? This isn't a lot to go on. Personally, I prefer it this way. I never liked my powers. It's not about liking your powers or not. If magic in general is in danger, we need to protect it. I don't know about this one. Does magic even help regular people? I think this is one of those, it doesn't matter how we feel about magic. We need to stop arguing and do something about the problem at hand. Our opinions on magic don't have to change just to investigate if there's an issue. We should still check it out, just to make sure no one is getting hurt. Sometimes you gotta get into the ring. Jackie's corny line aside, she has a point. Can everyone at least agree to look into it a little? Keep our eyes and ears open? Begrudgingly, the team nods along. Okay then, let's keep alert and keep in touch. I hope this is just some fluke, and maybe an excuse to see everyone again. Maybe it isn't so bad. Well, we leave for the night, maybe a little worse for the wear. I let Ara take the reins on explaining the Sentinel makeup line to Jackie, KJ, and Miranda later on. And somehow I doubt that conversation will be hunky-dory. What a day. The store having a big makeup launch event would have been enough to make a momentous day into a string of normally dull ones. And then Ara was our celebrity guest. It didn't stop there. It's been so long since I've been to the Golden Globe, catching up with Jackie, then magic failing, seeing the whole team together, and how much they've all changed. Miranda, especially KJ. So much to take in. My brain is swirling, and not in a soft-served ice cream kind of way. Is there really something wrong with magic? Will I be able to reconnect with my old teammates without making the rift between us worse? Will we be able to come together again as a team? My mind is racing about the future. The future! What's it going to bring this time? It was scary before when I was just worrying about the next month's bills, but now it's even worse. If I'm even half the Sentinel Starlight I was, if there's some crisis, will I be able to conquer it this time? My head is throbbing with just this worrying. My eyes are heavy. Better get some rest. That night I had the most amazing dream. Honestly, most of my dreams have been kind of dull or stress. Doors that won't open, running but can't move, the usual life is stressing me out kind of dreams. But not this one. I feel kind of warm and full of joy. Like living through a movie of some of the Sentinel's greatest hits. Just like Sentinel Aurora Broyoung lulled a Hydra to sleep with her singing. We went into the sewers beneath Diamond Cove and she was so grossed out, but she put on a beautiful performance anyway. That's the thing about Broyoung, she's very opinionated and butts heads a lot, but you can rely on her when it counts. At least, that's who I hope she still is. Before I dwell too long on the present, my dream takes another memory. I dreamed at the time we'd gone through a rough couple of weeks, we were stressed and exhausted. Sentinel Nova used her exploding stardust to cheer us all up with an impromptu fireworks display on the roof of the school. She's not very talkative, but she cares deeply about making people happy. And then I dreamed about our geeky Sentinel pedigree. KJ always felt out of place on the team. Their invincible bubble saved us from collapsing buildings, toxic gas, mind control, but then someone else had to defeat the bad guys. I wish KJ knew how much we loved them as a Sentinel and a friend. I really hope this self-invention isn't coming from a negative place. And finally we have Jackie, Sentinel Soul. I've never known anyone stronger in my whole life, both physically and emotionally. There are a few things more satisfying in this world than catching a villain, monologuing, and then, BAM! Jackie, red hot fist in the face. She's always the first one in a fight and the last one out. She likes to keep things simple, but sometimes I wonder if things with her are more complicated than she lets on. And then there's me. After discovering I'm from another planet, it scared me so much, as if it would anybody, I guess. My role as the last princess of the Serenity royal family, sworn guardians of truth and justice, seemed like big shoes I could never fill. But I did. After giving years of victories and defeats, I realized I had grown into somebody both my adoptive and birth parents would be proud of. And then that chapter of my life ended, but years kept coming. I found myself stuck in a loop and unsure what to do. How do you stop saving the world? How do you top saving the world? Does it all get worse from here? I wish I could go back to those simpler days. Life made sense. I knew my purpose. I had friends. I never want to lose that joy again. Beep, 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 beep. My alarm clock pops my dream like a bubble. I lay there, staring at the ceiling. Seeing everyone again, seeing the makeup line, it really flipped the switch somewhere inside me. Alistair nags me out of bed. At least some things never change, and I hurry to work. Time for work. Is it time to retire yet? Alistair, what are you doing here? Came to check on you. Now that we know something's happening with your magic, what if something else is wrong with you? Do you have a fever? I'm a little tired, but I guess I'm fine. Do you remember how your job works? Do you know where we are right now? Do you know your name? I'm Duchess, Lost Princess of Serenia, and retired magical girl. I work at this retail store, at this retail hell known as Glamour Pop, where I sell makeup. Did I pass? Yes, but don't let your guard down. Make sure you touch base with everyone, too. Now that you've reconnected with your magical girl teammates, you have a chance to hang out with some of them after work. I'm not exhausted from work, that is. If I'm not exhausted from work. Whoop, misread that one. Right, if you have a good day at work, you'll have extra activities to visit friends afterwards. If customers are extra terrible today, you might not have the energy to visit multiple people. I should be careful about what I say to customers. Ugh, I don't want to play. I don't want to play and make customers happy. I already do that in real life. Good luck. Welcome to Glamour Pop. How can I help you? Hello, I want to buy something for my daughter's birthday. She's never worn makeup before. God, I've heard that before. Is there something here that's child-friendly? No, it's a makeup store for adults. Of course, let me think. Something good for kids. Here's the thing, we don't know how old her daughter is. Yeah, Kids Corner eyeshadow perfume would be good, but that's only if her daughter's 6. Alright, let's save for this one. We don't have much, but we have some makeup palettes specifically for kids. This palette has a lot of fun colors for her to experiment with. How cute! Let's go with this. Awesome! The customer left with a big smile. Phew! I'm more exhausted than usual. I guess I'm feeling some side effects from the magic disappearing too. I don't think I can hang out with anyone today, like Alistair said, but I could do it tomorrow. Working with customers today was exhausting, but they're always a bit demanding, aren't they? I'm glad to be home. I guess nothing really strange happened today, but that's a good sign. Perhaps all the stuff with magic was just a hiccup. Meow. Yeah, Alistair, I know you're the magical cat sense or whatever, but... Meow! Alistair, something wrong? Got another hairball stuck? Meow! Why aren't you talking? Are you giving me the silent treatment again? Meow! Is it because I didn't get the salmon-flavored treat? I told you, they were all sold out. Meow! Wait, can you not talk at all? Meow. Uh-oh. This is really bad. This never happened before. Ever. An unprecedented event in the life of a former magical girl? Not a good sign. I better call the team up, even if they won't like it. We all arrive and cram into our old high school classroom. Duchess, tell us what's so important that you need to call an emergency meeting for the second day in a row. And our musty old classroom, I admit it brings back old memories. But it's a little spooky at night, and ghosts are my natural enemy. Ghosts? They aren't punchable. Your fists fly right through them. Is this going to be a regular thing? If so, I have to work around my schedule at the wood shop. It really is an emergency. Alistair, can you try talking again? You don't mean. Meow? Meow? I don't understand him at all. His ability to speak is gone. No, not our funky little dude, Little Al. I can still hear his voice. Meow. Yeah, I mean, we can still hear his voice. It's more about comprehension. Maybe it's less about him not being able to communicate with us, and more about us losing our ability to understand him. I tried using my healing powers on him to see if it would help, but honestly, I can't manage to get things working again. Alistair crawls into my lap. He seems exhausted from trying to communicate with us. Scratch behind his ears. I stroke behind his ears and he lets up on a constant meowing. Eventually he drifts off. I admit I was never your cat's biggest fan, but I do feel for him, all pitiful like that. Miranda offers me the jacket around her waist to use as a blanket, but I shake my head. This is escalating faster than we're expecting. We all know the signs. Unusual events always lead to some villain with a crazy plan. We can't just passively observe anymore. Finding out who's behind this needs to be our top priority. And honestly, it hurts to not be able to understand him. He's snarky, cryptic, and a pain in my butt sometimes, but Alistair's my closest companion. Duchess. Always looking out for others, our leader. And I know this is upsetting news, but just remember, we're here. Uh-oh. Sup, nerds? And beautiful ladies? You? Not a lady. And you're still an ass. Did you mean a sight for sore eyes? Yeah, this is Solaire. I warned you about him. Useless man baby who inherited some magical soul cards, or I guess that's what we decided to call them in Jackie and our Sentinel Soul, but we'll never break. Oh, okay. useless man baby who inherited some magical soul cards, or that's what he decided to call them, and Jackie, our sentinel soul, will never forgive him. He only ever used them to try to pick up girls, feel cool, and get in our way. Yes, we dated. Why? With that hair? My impressionable young mind? Yes, I'm filled with deep shame and regret. No, I will not give you details. Oh, I want details. Hey there, boy young. I've been keeping a close eye on you. Ara suddenly turns pale. You know, now that you're famous, I've been considering giving us another chance. Absolutely not. Come on, it's good for your image. It would completely ruin my image. Hold on, what do you mean another chance? Ara, you didn't. She did. Oh my god. I can tell Ara is dying inside. Let's just move on. Solaire slides up to Miranda. Oh, hey, Miranda. No. Hey, I was just saying hello to an old friend. We were never friends. Solaire slides away from Miranda. Solaire then slides up to Jackie, who gives him a not-so-friendly punch in the arm. He stumbles for a moment from the impact. How's it been, Solaire? Jackie is smiling at him, but not in a sweet way. Ow, I mean, nice jab, buddy. I barely tapped you. But anyway, what's with you naming your stupid cards soul cards? I should sue, honestly. He looks KJ up and down. Fuck off. I didn't know you expanded the team. Who's this femme fatale? Solaire, that's KJ. His blank expression, I can see the cogs turning in his head. Whatever you're about to say, I don't want to hear it. Why not? After all these years, I thought you'd love to finally hear a compliment from me. Jackie, sweetie, can you punch him again? Right. Whoa there, Morticia, take it easy. I know you'll change your mind eventually. He never stops talking, does he? He claps his hand and looks at all of us like he's about to give a speech. I brace myself. Oh, yeah, this is happening. Oh, it's all the same. Okay. But isn't it a little more fun to see him make an ass of himself? It's nice to see the dream team back together. My favorite magical ladies to back me up in my most excellent, successful battles against evil. Miranda's eyes glaze over as he starts talking. Backing you up? You mean saving the world while you played card games behind us? That's rich coming from the cowardly bubble girl. KJ cracks their knuckles. Oh, Hedgehog, that's enough. I'm gonna wipe that grin off your face. Jackie steps in and places a hand on KJ's shoulder. You know he's not worth it. KJ stares Solaire down for a few minutes and then backs off. I think he actually got intimidated by that. So anyway, you may have heard they're making an anime of my exploits, which of course will stay faithful to the manga. The power of the cards, the one boy's journey to manhood fighting evil in 4 suits. Okay, this is a funny dig on the Cardcaptor Sakura dub. That's pretty good. That comic you drew about yourself and your wonderful soul cards. I remember that. He handed out photocopied books of his comic to the entire school. The drawings were atrocious! Tell me you weren't talking about a whole anime with your level of artistic technique. Yeah, the sales of my soul card collectible decks were really high last year. The sales will finance the anime with some help from my trust fund. Jackie looks like she's about to crack at the mention of soul cards again. I need to redirect his attention. Once he starts talking about this stuff, he never stops. Be direct. Solaire, why are you even here? I was getting onto that, but first... No, now. Right. I'm on a spirit hunting duty. Any scary ghosts that haunt this sacred ground better peace out before I find them. Ghosts? Spirit hunting? I guess this school has always been pretty spooky at night. Jackie, there are no ghosts. He's an idiot. Well, actually... Please, no more tangents. Solaire looks at me with a pleading look, but I hold my ground. Anyway, my sweet nothings, I just came here to tell you to...
Always believe in yourselves. He winks. God, he winked at us. Feel the blaze, baby. See ya.
With a flash of a card, he promptly explodes. Classic Solaire exit. Is he gone yet? I blacked out for a second. How do you even know where we were? He always had an uncanny sense for tracking us down. Why is his magic okay? Totally unearned confidence and stupidity! I'll clock him in the face next time he interrupts us like that. Maybe Solaire's the reason for all of this. He's definitely a draining presence. I'd agree, but that's definitely wishful thinking. He's annoying, but he couldn't hurt a fly. I don't know, my ears certainly hurt just listening to him. He always fumbled with his magical cards during battle and never managed to actually hit one of the enemies with them. In some ways, I actually feel bad for him. I don't. I really don't. Dweeb aside, I'm going to keep looking into this. I'm not exactly mourning the loss of my powers. If it happens, Art looks taken aback by this comment. Some of us actually still care about magic, and the team for that matter. I'm expecting everybody to be on their toes. I never said I didn't care about the team, and they can speak for themselves, you know. Right. Were those two always on such thin ice? I make eye contact with Jackie Miranda. Jackie gives me a sympathetic smile while Miranda shakes her head. Anyway, let's try to stay in touch more often. Maybe check in on our few old enemies, see what they're up to. We should make an effort to drop in on each other's schedules, just for safety's sake, you know? The group nods in unison. I can sense some hesitation, though. Duchess, I'd like to see that sentimentality makeup in person. I haven't seen it yet, either. I can't say I'm that enthusiastic to see it. Still, we should swing by Duchess's store sometime, see what our magical work has turned into. Jackie, I promise you'll love it. Just give it a try. I mean, if you say so, Ara. Great, that's decided. I'll be in contact. I'll do my best to check in with everybody. And with that, we disperse. It's been a long day. I pass out as soon as I get home. Oh, we're on a break. Okay, looks like we're back. Actually, let me do something real quick. Let me just go on the BRB real screen. Okay. No, shut up, alarm. Let me sleep 10 more minutes. When I get to work in the morning, there's a crowd that's gathered around the store entrance, which is blocked by a line of security guards. Excuse me? Can you let me through? No way! If anyone is seeing Aura, it's me! Right, I should have known. I better not get my pay docked if I'm late because of this. Force your way through the crowd. I brace myself and hurl myself into the swarm of people. Ouch! Watch out! Alright, that's gonna leave a bruise. No matter how hard I fight to make it into the front, I can't get any further than halfway in. Before I know it, I'm completely lost in the crowd and can't get out. Somebody help me! Please! Are you there? Please? The crowd is loud. It might be impossible for her to hear me. Seems like a long shot, but I know someone that might catch Lisa's attention. Hoot hoot! Hoot! By the entrance, I spot Lise looking around frantically. I don't know if she's looking for me or thinks there's a bird in trouble. Either way, it worked. Hoot hoot! The sea of people began to scatter a bit, and I hear whispers about them trying to get away from the crazy owl girl. It's still dense to comfortably walk through, but I finally am able to push my way through to the entrance. Phew, thanks Lise, I owe you one. I know that pathetic excuse for a barn owl invitation anywhere, my friend. She winks and then panics. Oh no! You have about 45 seconds to clock in at time. Oh my god. I forgot to clock in too! Run! We rush into the store and enter the employees only section. We clock in just in the nick of time. When I return, I finally take a look at who's causing all the commotion. Aura is posing in front of a colorful display that shows off the sentimentality line. She's smiling brightly with the mascara wand held up to her eyes. There's a flurry of camera flashes, and then she switches to another pose. It's pretty mesmerizing to watch, her radiating confidence as she gives off the captivating dreamlike aura that celebrities have. I never really expected her to become an idol, but then again, I never put a lot of thought into what our personal futures would look like. Life after the Sentinels wasn't something I could really comprehend. That's probably the reason I didn't exactly plan out my future. I wonder, has Aura always been like this, or was this aura something she cultivated over the past few years? Watching her, I almost forgot how irritated I am that she's agreed to model for this in the first place. I should really bring that up soon. Well, this is going on. I have to deal with customers at least. The shoot keeps going until we get closer to our delayed opening time, and Lise and I do menial operations around the store. Anna Lee occasionally appears to monitor the shoot, and Lise hides behind the desk to avoid her. When it seems to be over, Aura heads over to me. I'm so tired. I wish I could take a nap. Smiling for our customers and holding up makeup products is hard. Harder than you think. You try looking excited about nothing for hours. It's emotionally exhausting. I take it over dealing with rude customers any day. Preach. By the way, I never congratulated you on becoming an idol. You're just like TTJ now. I'm not quite there yet, but thank you. What else have you been up to while I've been gone, other than the whole idol thing? Ha, other than that, not much. Nothing that you can't find in a magazine article anyway. What about you? Anything new other than your job? Adult life sucks. I'm trying my best to survive out here. I used to think that saving the world would be my greatest obstacle. Now it's just rent. At least things were a lot more straightforward when we were kids. Ha. It's nice to remember the old times, right? I'm feeling particularly nostalgic myself. So I'm glad we've been able to see everyone together again. Although, it would have been after everything that happened. Who would have thought after everything that happened we'd be in such different places in our lives? We saved the world, but now I'm a superstar and you're here? Wow, that's kinda condescending. How can she act like she's all that when she used the Sentinels to get where she is? I still need to talk to her about why she even agreed to this campaign in the first place. Maybe now is the good time to talk to her as any. I don't know how this is gonna go. That Anna Lee lady is here, and I don't want her yelling at me. But this is the game, so let's try it. Being honest, I'm kind of disappointed in you. Excuse me? Well, someone has to say it. I pulled her over to the side where hopefully no one overhears us, and I used my best angry whisper. How could you exploit your magical girl pass for fame like this? Using the Sentinels as a marketing tool for your own selfish gain? You didn't even ask us. The boy young I knew cared about us at least enough to do that. Are you kidding me? You're accusing me of not caring? You haven't even given the team a second thought for years. I don't even remember how long it's been since I've heard from you. And now you're pretending to care about it because the magic is disappearing? It has nothing to do with... Shut up. I heard enough of this bullshit from KJ. I don't need it from you too. The significant portion of the profits from sentimentality is going to charity. Did you even think about that? That doesn't matter. Or about how the Sentinels are public domain? How am I able to keep our name clean if I'm involved? Of course you didn't. You just think just because you used to be the leader of our group that you can keep telling us what to do without hearing us out. Not fair. Don't tell me how to live my life. You're kind of being a brat. I'm not hurting anyone, and I'm doing more for the world than you are. Shut up. And I don't need your permission to do any of it. I don't like Ara. I can use my experiences however I want, and if you have a problem with that, fuck off. A staff member runs over, looking like she's about to clamp her mouth over Ara's mouth. We slip cameras over here, watch yourself. Ara glares at me like it's... Ara glares at you like it's your fault. Sorry, Tiff. Won't happen again. She storms off, and I take a deep breath and try to calm down. I feel bad, but she needed to hear it anyway. She did. Not right for her to use her magical girl life for fame. I'll probably have to see her again soon, so hopefully she calms down by then. I don't think so. Time for work. Is it time to retire yet? Welcome in. Sup, I'm looking for a majorly cool gift for my boyfriend. Can you suggest anything for a dude? Of course, anything in the store would work. Makeup isn't limited by gender. But off the top of my head, a boyfriend might enjoy... hair gel. How about hair gel? It'll give your boyfriend a nice slick back look. Wicked! This will be great at raves. Hey, you're cute. You should come with us sometime. Really? Maybe another time. They look like they're giving me... The look they're giving me is making me blush. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not so terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple things today. I can go hang out with. I want to hang out with Jackie. After calling ahead for the okay, I arrived at the park where I'm supposed to meet Jackie and Leah. Let me mute for a second. Apparently they were training outdoors today, but when I arrived, Leah was on a swing set with Jackie resting on a bench nearby. Jackie gets up as soon as she sees me and goes to greet me when Leah notices me. She gives me a wave and shouts, "Hi, weirdo lady!" Still with the weirdo. Duchess, you came in a good time. We're near the end of the training. At the park? It's park day! We already run around the lake, shadowboxed, did pull up on the monkey bars. I see. That does sound like hard work. I feel like I could be blinded by the twinkling lights in Leah's eyes. She was pumped up. Oh yeah, big time training for the big time gains. Oh wait, oops. Since we already did our workout, Leah's taking the initiative to do some freestyle training while we're done. Freestyle! Leah takes a big jump off the swing set and lands on her feet. Not losing her momentum, she starts to scramble her way to the jungle gym, but stops midway. Make sure you watch me, coach. Don't get distracted and go all kissy face with your girlfriend. She's not my girlfriend, you brat. Leah sticks her tongue out before rushing over to the jungle gym. He's Jackie of the kissing. So is that a no to kissing then? Jackie slips a surprised laugh, but is too stunned to say anything at first. Blessed as she is, she grinned and lightly nudged me with her elbow. Hey, don't tell me you're going to start teasing me too, huh? You know I'm the coach and not the punching bag, right? Well, that's a good one. Yeah, you could have fooled me. I go to point to the small bruise I couldn't heal the other day on Jackie's side. But Jackie gives me a small yelp and nearly jumps when she notices the motion and grabs my hand to stop me. I wasn't going to touch it, you know. Oh, right. So much for that tickle tolerance, huh? Oh, you have jokes today, don't you? I blame Leah. She's rubbing off on me. We laugh it off and Jackie lets go of my hand. The two of us find a nice bench to sit at while Leah does her freestyle training. Is she honestly sassy? Leah? Believe it or not, there was always a case this wasn't always the case. She really came out of her shell. You're kidding, right? You're telling me that little ball of energy and sass, you should be shy? Yeah, something like that. I'm glad she can joke about it now, but she used to be pretty shaken up about the bridge incident. You know, that's one of the reasons why her father sent her our way in the first place, to help her not feel so powerless. He poured her little heart into boxing and it's really starting to pay off. She has confidence to spare now. So I put up with a little teasing here and there. She's earned it. That's so sweet. I have no idea of her struggle. That is so sweet. Yeah, she surprised me. I saved her life, but I never really thought about the weight she's been carrying since then. Not until I got to know her. Makes you really stop and think that if we could have done some things better. I wasn't thinking about it before, but now she mentioned it, I am. The thought lingers between us, brings an uncomfortable silence. So, park day, huh? Oh yeah, we tend to do this every week or so. We started off with a proper workout routine, and then she goes to freestyle for a while. Looks like playing to me. I affectionately call it an unorthodox workout. Like climbing a jungle gym? Good for hand-eye coordination, balance, and strength building. I guess that's true. It's different from what I pictured. You might not catch Rocky on a routine like this, but for a kid like Leia, it's a perfect way to round off a week or two of tough training sessions. Jackie stares wistfully at Layla as the kid climbs up and flips herself upside down, hanging from the bars with only her legs and throwing a few practice punches for fun. Layla's a little different. She needs some creative freedom here and there to get her best results. Her father doesn't seem to mind either, so why not let her have it? After all, she's just a kid. Duchess, one day things are going to get hard for her, and she'll wish she could have taken it easy when she had the chance. Until those day comes, she could enjoy herself, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. It does make sense why she seems so motivated around you. Talking between us goes quiet when we watch Leah go. She really did seem to have boundless energy. There's something nostalgic about watching Leah play, even though we rarely had the time to go out and do so ourselves as Sentinels. That was the kind of world we lived in. It was hard to balance saving the world and having a life. Duchess, I'm thinking about passing my ring to Leah. What? Really? Like right now? Not right now, but maybe in the near future. Are you serious, Jackie? I mean, it's going to be her choice in the end, but I feel like I'm not really cut out for the ring anymore. I feel a pang in my heart after hearing that. I understand that KJ wanted nothing to do with their powers, but I didn't expect Jackie to want to give up on them either. The finality of our group's disbanding really set in for me. I think a part of me always felt we would come back to this at some point after a great danger would present itself again. And now that such a danger has arrived, I can't help but feel like our group is living on borrowed time. It's her magic. She should choose what she gets to do with it. It's your power, Jackie. You get to choose what you do with it. I'll support you with whatever you decide to do. Thank you, Duchess. That means a lot to hear you say. Alistair's probably going to be really against it, but my mind is made up. You let me deal with Alistair, okay? Yeah, you know the little dude, the best of us after all. So, does she know? That you want to pass it down to her, I mean. Yeah, she does. We've talked about it for quite a bit, and we've reached an agreement. She can become a magical girl, but if she does, she can no longer box. Not competitively, at least. She can give it up when she wants to, but it's always going to be one or the other. Isn't that a bit hypocritical? That's what you did when you were a sentinel. Jackie bit her lip and grabbed the wrist of her right arm. Her arm trembled a bit when she looked distant, no doubt in her memory. Yeah, and that was a mistake, Duchess. I got hurt in ways you can't even heal from by pushing myself like that. What do you mean? You always told me that my healing kept you in the game. I didn't lie, but I messed up big time relying on you so heavily. I just have a lot of old pains that feel deeper where your magic could touch. Plus, there's just this trauma I feel from it. There's this hesitation I can't seem to train out of me. I have to force myself to stop turtling up in spars with people closer to my age. Seems like it's been bad enough to can my boxing career. I'm sorry, Jackie. I didn't know. I know, and that's also my fault. I wanted to be tough for everyone, so I kept it to myself. I kept a lot to myself. I'm sorry. I'm throwing a lot at you suddenly. No, don't be. It's refreshing to see you open about this. I like it. You think so? Jackie looks down at nothing in particular in her way of trying to hold back a smile. She's always cute when she's tried to hide the heart she wore on her yellow plaid sleeves. Well, I'm glad... Well, I guess I'll keep that in mind. You better. And hold nothing back. You don't have to pull your punches when you're with me. Jackie eases up and finally lets go of her wrist and relax. Alright, don't regret it later. You know I hit hard. I won't. And just to be clear, you're okay with this, right? You know how harsh the lifestyle gets when you're okay with the idea of Leah doing the same thing? Yeah, she has something to prove, and that's what she wants to do. I won't get in her way. But as her coach, I'll keep an eye on her and make sure she avoids making the same mistakes I did. Coach Martinez, you're not watching! Our time together gets cut short when Leah comes sprinting back. I knew it! You're doing the kissy face thing, aren't you? I'm not! See a smug expression creep up on Leah's face. Leah seems to pick something up like a shark to the scent of blood. Doesn't say anything, but Jackie's face grows a shade of bright red. Wow, just look at the time! We should get back to the gym before your father shows up. Would you like some company for the walk back? Sure, I don't mind. I'll be on my best behavior, Coach Martinez. You better. For the whole walk back to the gym, Leah didn't say a word, keeping her promise as best she could. Unfortunately, she never dropped her smug grin. Who should I go hang out with now? I want to see what KJ... You know what? I said I would drop by Miranda. The workshop is cozy and full of half-finished projects and tools. It smells musty and woody. It's nice. No one's around, but I see Miranda at a drafting table looking at blueprints. She hasn't noticed me. Her eyelids are heavy and her head bobs forward like she might fall asleep. Should I wake her up? Miranda? Oh, hey, Duchess. Didn't see you come in. Seems like you were dozing off. Is everything okay now? Dozing? Oh no. Miranda feverishly checks herself and her work around her. What are you doing? Being tired on the job is a huge safety issue. I could have cut a finger, or worse, broken one of the client's orders. That doesn't sound worse. Speaking of, you're in a workshop. Wear this. She hands me a hard hat and some safety goggles. Good safety. And I see her hands are strong, but shows some wear and tear from her work. Put on the safety gear. How do I look? UMC? Don't finish that thought. What about you? I know what I'm doing. But your hands, they have some cuts. Hazards of the job. I could heal them. The manager's been insistent, but I won't require much. No, I'm fine. It's really no trouble. This is what band-aids are for. And you said so yourself, your magic's been kinda on the fritz. I should probably stop pushing and change the subject. How long have you been here today? I came in early this morning to finish a personal project, and then it was time to clock in. Do you sleep at all? Yeah, sometimes. What are you working on? We have an order for a long dining table for a brewery in town. Take a look. She shows me a long wooden table and an accompanying bench. They're sturdy and inviting. Not only that, there's intricate carving work along the edges of the table. Beautiful. Still gotta sand it and do an extra final stain finish. It's really well done. Not really, not yet. What do you mean? It's amazing. I don't like those wide, lifeless legs there. And the carving could do some more smooth transition at the corners. It could be better. You really got an eye for this stuff. Maybe. I look around and see behind Miranda there's a wall of plaques for Employee of the Month. Her face is on almost all of them. That must be nice. There's a lot of Employee of the Month plaques with your name on it. There's only 6 employees. Are you all 6 of them? Miranda laughs. It's nice to see her laugh. You must be doing something right. They can clearly rely on you. Thank you for saying that. They're really wonderful to me. They let me use the workshop before and after hours, and any spare materials. I think so too. It's the right medium, but what? It's just hard to get inspired these days. The job, the stuff with the squad, it's a lot. I feel like I don't have the same creative spark. What inspires you? What inspires me? Do you listen to certain music? Research images? It's more like a feeling I get when I touch the materials, like what I want is already in there, it's just my job to bring it out. Then I start to see colors, shapes, and I just make what I see. Can I see something you've made? Sure! She brings out one of her projects. It's a jewelry box made out of wood, and on the top she's carved stars and patterns. There's iridescent stones inlaid in the wood, and it looks like the night sky exploding with new galaxies. It glows like it's been touched by her stardust magic. It's beautifully crafted. Thank you, but not again. It seems like I infuse it with my magic even when I'm trying not to. In a flash, Miranda explodes the jewelry box into a burst of stardust. The wood and stones fall apart and land on a thud on her work table. Sparkly. Miranda looks incredulous at me. Wow, you are easily distracted. Sorry, it was just so beautiful. When it exploded, but it's broken now. Beautiful things don't always last. Sometimes they're just a moment, and that can make them even more special. But I want to make something special that stands the test of time. But most things don't. Is there something really only valuable if something only valuable if it lasts forever? I agree with this sentiment. Miranda seems awesome thought. Thanks for showing me around. It's really wonderful to see what you're making. Thanks for coming. It may not seem like it, but I like showing people what I do. I should be back at it. Tables don't build themselves. See you soon, Duchess. Finally, time for bed. I ate some midnight snacks before bed, which Alistair scolded me for, but my tummy says it's worth it. Did I finally get to sleep in? No, when do I finally get to sleep in? I take a breath and settle a bit in, but I'm ready for work. The customers have already made a mess of things by the register, and I need to clear it out before another wave hits. Oh, God. I'm feeling kind of lonely. I forgot it was Lisa's day off. Before I can really start, I'm surprised by the appearance of a familiar face. Yo, Duchess! Jackie, what are you doing here? I was in the neighborhood and thought I'd drop by, see if I catch you working. Nothing like you to not call ahead. Hey, wait, this isn't you getting back at me for doing the same, right? Maybe. Or maybe I just wanted to catch a working woman in her element. Oh, Jackie! Then the best way to do that would let her work, wouldn't you agree? My stomach twists when I finally notice Anna Lee looming behind us. I feel like I'm being caught red-handed doing something terrible, in a way that she glares at me with her cold eyes. I suddenly got the feeling that my job security's on the line. And Jackie's gone. Socialize on your time, not mine. You have work to do, correct? Go do it. As much as I want to say something, I really need this job. I moved back to the register, but Jackie and Anna Lee are still in earshot. As for you, have we met before? No, ma'am? No, I suppose it must be true. I'd never have forgotten such a pretty face. Whoa, Anna Lee being nice? I see at the corner of my eye Jackie growing shy under Anna Lee's gaze. The Jackie I knew was quick to give a flirtatious quip back or be evasive in some way, but she goes still instead. Her rhythm seems to be thrown off. As a valued customer of our store, let me pick up some samples for you from our line. I know just the thing. Oh, this is a sales tactic. Anna Lee's hands glide over the sample collection and she pulls a few pieces out. Jackie finds the courage to say something, but she's interrupted when Anna Lee raises the lipstick near Jackie's lips. Yes, I see it now. Jackie, was it? Sentinel Soul would be a great fit for you. No! Oh, that's what I thought. Huh? Jackie chokes her words out. It's from our new brand line, Sentimentality line, with these shades of colors. I bet it would look very pretty with your face. I don't know, I can't read that. You simply must try it. Annalie hands off various samples to Jackie, who's barely keeping up with her. We're going to come in here and talk to your little friend. Why don't you do me a favor and come in wearing these? I don't think I would mind too much then, not when you show other customers how dazzling you could really be with dusted touch-up. Okay, yes ma'am, I'm going to buy these real quick. Annalie chuckles to herself. Jackie freezes again, wondering what she did wrong this time. They're free samples, dear. Oh right, the sign. I can read. Haha. Bye! And just like that, Jackie hurries herself out of the shop with her arms full of makeup samples. Silly girl, she could have at least asked for a bag to carry all of that. As if knowing she's being watched, Annalie's eyes meet my own. What are you looking at? Back to work. Right, yes ma'am. I rush to a display counter that needs a little maintenance, rearranging the sample products to look busy. Oh yeah, I do that all the goddamn time. But really, my head is racing. Had Annalie picked out that Sentinel Soul-themed products would fit Jackie coincidentally? I peeked over my shoulder to steal a glance at Annalie, who is now chatting my perpetually distressed manager. She must have. She doesn't seem to recognize me as Sentinel Starlight. No, I'm sure Ara wouldn't tipped her off about us. I look towards the storefront where Jackie has scampered off just moments before. That was a short-lived visit. I guess it's back to work. Time for work. Wonder what Lisa's up to. Hi, welcome to Glamour Pop. How can I help you? Hello, I've never been in one of these stores before. Oh, is there a reason why you're visiting us for the first time? I'd like to buy something for my wife. It's our 30th anniversary soon. Oh, I don't know. So I don't know much about any of this, so I'd like to hear your suggestions, young lady. Sure, I would be happy to help. Something an older woman would appreciate. That's a hard one. I'm gonna go with the skincare brand. This skincare brand is top of the line. It has age-reversing wrinkle technology. What? Are you trying to say my wife is old? Ah, fuck. I think my wife is beautiful as she is. Of course she is. I was just trying to say. He left in a huff. That was unexpected. I have free time now. Too bad work sucked. I can rally myself to do one thing today, but then I want to go home and rest. Who should I hang out with? Let's go see KJ. I text KJ and ask if they want to hang out. They ask me to swing by their work so we can go for coffee together. I make my way downtown and follow their directions to the tattoo parlor. I feel out of place here in my pastel cardigan and beret. Aww! Fortunately, nobody seems to be around. I hear KJ's voice from the back room. They boom with the masculine bravado. Yay! Alright, Bruce, I'm gonna bounce. See ya. Enjoy your date. Nah, dude, it's not a date. Oh, hey, princess, you're right on time. This is too good to pass up. A date? Huh? Shut up, it's just Bruce ribbing me. He ribs me about everything. I mean, sometimes people tease each other about the truth, too. Wait, what are you saying? Relax, I'm joking, dummy. Of course, good one, huh? The sweat drop! So, this is where you work, huh? Welcome to Needlework. May I take your order? How long have you been working here? Couple of months. I'm still an apprentice, but trying to learn fast. Bruce and the team did so many tattoos for me, and the question of learning the trade kind of popped up, and here we are. I mean, yeah, you have a passion for it, why not? Yeah, but we should probably have this conversation over coffee. We're closing up in a minute. We head over to a whole latte love and settle down with drinks that are 99% milk, foam, and syrup. So, KJ. They look up from their drink, sporting a handsome foam mustache. Duchess, shoot. I want to ask about your motorbike. Oh, for real? I didn't think you'd be interested in that. I'm very interested in that it's you riding one. When did that happen? I got my full license about 6 months ago. It's been fun. Oh, recently? Yeah, I had to. I had to sort some stuff out first. Oh crap, looks like I stepped on something I shouldn't have. What kind of bike is it? It's a Penegrian Falcon GX 13000R. First of its kind, only came out this year. Oh, that's nice. It's the fastest motorbike in the world, and probably will be forever, because there's new news coming in next year restricting top speeds. I got lucky, I guess. Is that something you should be laughing at, KJ? Well, I guess not, but I have no intention of going 194 miles per hour, but it's always nice to know I bought a collector's item by accident. How fast? 194 miles per hour. Oh, looks like we're back on a break. Let me stretch. Let me stretch. Ooh, let me stretch. Ooh, no shrimping, no shrimping. Oh, my back is tight. Oof. Alright, welcome back everybody. How can you be so calm about saying that? Aren't you scared? Why would I be? I could never imagine you being into motorbikes back in school. They can be so dangerous. Yeah. We paused in silence for a moment. I forget you didn't see any of the years in between. A lot's changed, Duchess. They're right. A few years ago, the KJ I knew was shy and awkwardly geek. Someone more at home in a computer lab and library than a tattoo parlor. KJ wasn't the strongest member of the team in a crisis. I've always given them a lot of battlefield pep talks over the years. Their powers could protect people from all physical harm. Emotional harm? That's KJ's biggest weakness. They're a talented, reliable friend in many ways, but if you put the pressure on, they melt. Well, that was then, and this is now. Maybe some things have changed. Hey, Earth the Duchess. It certainly looks like things have changed. Oh, sorry, I was just lost in thought for a moment. What were you thinking about, if you don't mind me asking? Just how handsome you've become. Good save, princess! Yeah, she saw. Whoop, I did that too. They saw right through me. Good save me! Even if it is a little white lie. Have you been keeping up with anyone? Actually, let's flip the script. Why haven't you been keeping up with everyone? Wait, Duchess, think of something. It's been a struggle to keep up. To keep up with a friend who knows your super top secret identity and your most embarrassing secrets? It's okay, Duchess, I'm just teasing you. You can stop panicking now. Hey, that's not funny. It's pretty damn funny from where I'm sitting. Anyway, you're cool. I know how life can carry you away sometimes. I didn't expect you to call either. To be honest, you spared yourself a couple of my messy years. To answer your question, it's not been the easiest time for me lately, but it's alright. I've got a lot of help from the team. Well, Jackie and Miranda anyway. Boyoung dipped. I recall at the Golden Glove, a certain little girl was talking about a biker girlfriend. Could it be? But I also understand the rifts that's between KJ and Ara. We don't have much time until the cafe closes. What should I ask? Ask about Jackie. Okay, I have to know. So are you and Jackie, are they blushing? She helped me through hard times. I owe her a lot. She's so strong, and I can't think of another shoulder I'd rather cry on. As friends, right? Why'd you say that? Yeah, as friends. Who have you been talking to? Did Ara put you up to this? Has she been gossiping about me? Not like that, KJ. I promise. You know Leia, the little girl Jackie is training? How you Yeah, Lay's hilarious. This one time... Wait, what does Lay have to do with this? She thinks you and Jackie have a thing for each other. Well, you know how kids are. They love to make up all sorts of things. I should be going. I gotta get some chores done in before band practice tonight. Wow, you really do have a lot on your plate, huh? Keeping busy keeps the gremlins at bay. Gotta make up for lost time, you know? Well, so long as you're happy. I am, especially with the chance to catch up with you, Princess. They look at me with an almost sense of release. Maybe this chance to show me the new KJ means more than they're letting on. Ride you home? Sorry, what did you say? Would you like me to give you a ride home on my motorcycle? No thanks. I think that would be too scary for me. As you wish. We walked to a corner and KJ surprised me with a big hug before we parted. They never used to take the initiative like that. And as I watched them walk away, I reflected on how much a person can change in just a few short years. What other surprises would my old friend have in store for me if I kept looking? That's so sweet. I like that direction. Because, like, you know, when you're non-binary, a lot of people, especially who haven't seen you since your gender change, will be like, oh, are you a whole different person now? And it's like, that kind of depends on the person. But at the end of the day, some things change and some things don't. But as long as you respect the person, as long as you care about them as a human being, that's all we really want. That's really sweet. Finally, time for bed. Actually, I think this is a good place to stop for me, because I'm getting kind of tired. Ugh. Eat some midnight snacks before bed, which Alex just scolded for. Mommy, tell me said this worth it. Okay, let's... Okay. I think that was really nice. I'm really excited to play this, to play more of this. This is a really nice and thoughtful game. There is a part of me that's like thinking back to when I played Read Only Memories, and I wish that was handled like this is being handled. Like, Read Only Memories was such a huge disappointment. Jeez. Ugh. But this is really nice, and I really appreciate it, and I want to play more of it. I'm having a really fun time. Alright, let's see who's live now. Let's see who's live. Alright, I know who we can raid. We're gonna go raid Bunny's Corner. They're opening card packs now, and I think they just started stream, so that's good. So let me get the raid message started. Starblazer guy, hi, welcome on in. Thanks for the follow. I gotta move that. Nope, not that. There we go, move that. You're going down. Okay. Hey, I'm really sorry. You caught us just about to raid somebody. I I got a long weekend ahead of me, so I'm kind of tired. Are you doing Further Confusion soon? Next year, 2024? It's gonna be my first con at San Jose. I am. You should message me on my Twitter if you want to meet up. It'd be really fun. I love meeting other furries. Let me see, do I have a link to my... Do I have links? Oh, wait, I do. Yeah, you can go find me there. Am I going to full suit? Probably. I mean, I usually bring my full suit if I go. Oh, okay. Oh, you can just at me then. That's fine. I'm not against people adding me on Twitter. Actually, I think I can message you first. Actually, I'll try to find you on Twitter and I'll message you first. I think that way I'll be able to talk to you. Or you can just whisper to me. Sorry, you can DM me on Discord. Let me get the Discord link. Boop, boop, boop. Huh, the Discord message isn't working. That's fun. There, added you on Twitter. Is it okay if we take pics together for a con? Yeah, we can take pics. I love pictures as long as you tag me in them. That's great. But yeah, I am wrapping up stream though. So let me get the raid started and I'll message you back on Twitter. Let me get my stuff ready. Here we go. Okay. Let me get the other one out. Okay, Starblazer, I'll look out for you. Whoop. Alright, where are the ones that are follower emotes? Oh, ah. Alright, that should be one for, bleh. For followers to use. Anyway, we're gonna be raiding Bunny's Corner. So everybody go give Bunnies a warm welcome and be good for them. All right, I'll see you guys later. Be good. Bye.